2010 FIFA World Cup. The Algerian national team was back in the world spotlight after 24 long years.
My favourite moment in the 2010 World Cup was when the national anthem was played before the Slovenia match. It was such a joy to see the Algerian flag and to hear the national anthem and know that all the countries in the world were both listening to it and watching us sing.
Madjid Bougherra was a key member of the Desert Warriors squad out in South Africa. They were the only team from the north of the continent that qualified, but sadly they didn't make much of an impression. Back in 1982, the Algerians had managed wins against West Germany and Chile. This time round, they lost their first match against Slovenia, and a goalless draw against England was as good as it got. They went home, bottom of the group.
We should have been relaxed and attacked more, trying to score some goals, playing some nice football. However, it was a good game against England overall. Many Algerians were satisfied with this game. It was a good performance. The USA game was very tough as the Americans were ready for it physically. It was a tough game, and the USA scored in the 94th minute. Both teams gave everything, but I still have a...
Next week, we're spending some leisure time with one of the biggest names in the Italian league, and we're paying a visit to Ecuador's first super club. See you again then on FIFA Futbol Mundial.
A lot of regrets about that first game.
These days, Bougherra is earning his keep with Lakhwiya, the champions of Qatar, but his is not the usual path to football riches. He played football at university and then as an amateur with French second division side Guignon, before finally turning pro at the relatively late age of 23. Within a year, he'd moved to England. The initial destination was Crewe Alexandra in the lower leagues, but he felt he'd found his football home.
The British have a different mentality in general. They love their football, they love their team, they have huge passion. They still give you a lot of respect, but they're in love with their team. They support their team whether they win or lose. It's just such a massive passion. It's a real pleasure to be at every single game, whether you're in the stands or on the pitch. It's just magical.
He moved to Sheffield Wednesday, then to Charlton Athletic in the Premier League before making the journey north to Scotland and the blue half of Glasgow. In his first season there, the Algerian international was at the heart of Rangers' defence as they won the double. 2 more league titles followed as his Scottish experience proved truly memorable, something highlighted for him by the intensity of the old firm derbies.
Because I'd already played for Algeria, I think I was prepared to handle that sort of pressure. For any player in these games, once he's played in one for the first time, he's learned a lot and gained a lot of experience. I think that most players are impatient to play in games such as these. There's an incredible atmosphere. It can be scary for some players, but for others like me, for example, it motivates us twice as much. Those 3 years really went well for me. There was no pressure at all, only positives.
He might have won 5 domestic trophies with Rangers and experienced the UEFA Champions League, but Bougherra was looking for a new challenge. With a year still remaining on his contract, he turned down an extension and in came Lakhwiya. Their offer of $2.5 million was quickly accepted by the Scottish champions.
They want to become champions here in Qatar. They want to win the Asian Champions League. They want to make a name for themselves. I thought it was the right time to start here at the beginning of this team's adventure and have my name linked with them for life. It's a new challenge. I needed to experience something new. I needed to experience a different style of football, a different country, a different mentality, and a Muslim country, because I'm a Muslim, and it's an important thing for me.
The French-born Bougherra feels right at home in his new surroundings. He may have scored the first goal of the QSL season on his debut, but for Lakhwiya, his acquisition is all about bolstering their defensive credentials. And in addition to their domestic challenges, Lakhwiya will be relying on Bougherra to help their Asian Champions League campaign.
With the growing ambitions of Lakhwiya Football Club, we needed to go a step further. And therefore the choice to bring Madjid Bougherra is to even strengthen the defense and the team as a whole. Perfect. He was the perfect choice in terms of the profile.
Although Algeria's failure to qualify for the 2012 Africa Cup of Nations may have been disappointing for Bougherra, he now has ample time to prepare both for Lakhwiya and for his national team as Algeria concentrate on qualifying for Brazil 2014. But on a more personal level, his future ambitions lie back in England.
I'd like to go back to the Premier League one day, to go back even if it were only for a year or even 6 months. I know I can do it, but I won't be greedy. I'll only go to a good club, of course, but only to get another taste of the Premier League, maybe with a small club. Regarding the national team, I hope that we'll qualify for the World Cup, and after that I'll relinquish my spot to a younger player. That won't happen right now, but we all have to turn this page someday. You just need to know when to turn the page.